Her heart will go on, but what about the rest of her? Is Celine Dion simply working too hard, or is there something else affecting her health? Celine Dion's first Las Vegas residency, titled A New Day, went on from 2003 to 2007, with a total of 714 shows, pulling in revenue of over $385 million for over 2 million tickets, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Her second Las Vegas residency, titled Celine, went on from 2011 to 2019. This second residency was more spaced out, with 427 shows. This allowed Dion to tour internationally during the pockets of time when she wasn't performing in Vegas. This back-to-back scheduling resulted in Dion cancelling a few shows in 2016, as she was reportedly exhausted and losing her voice due to a throat infection. A member of her team shared in 2016, "She just reached the point of total exhaustion." Celine toured this summer in Europe and Canada and released a French-language album. You can't sing if you can't talk, and you can't get back to normal health if you're shuttling between home and work when you should be resting in bed. Celine Dion's initial reporting of her sickness came with the news of her postponing her Las Vegas shows. As her husband René Angelil's health rapidly declined, it was also reported that Dion herself was recovering from inflammation of her throat muscles, which may occur when overexerting vocal cords. These health concerns, along with the concerns of her husband, led her to taking a few shows off, as well as cancelling her tour in Asia, so she could focus on their well-being at home. After the death of Angelil, her personal health concerns appeared to grow more prominent. Further shows were either postponed or cancelled due to her ongoing throat issues. Her team issued a press release stating, "We are sorry to report that Celine is experiencing a throat virus and must postpone 4 performances of her Courage World Tour. There would be more cancellations to follow." After the pandemic forced Celine Dion and her team to halt productions of her shows, Dion was more than happy to announce her new Las Vegas residency at Resorts World in November 2021. Speaking excitedly to multiple press outlets, including Entertainment Tonight, it was clear that Dion was eager to return back to the stage.
It's something that I'm looking forward to present, to perform, and to see the fans again.
However, shortly after this announcement, she shared that her health wasn't in the right state for her to move forward with the new production, as she suffered from severe and persistent muscle spasms. She added that she was just as heartbroken by the news as many of her fans were bound to be, saying, "Now, I have to focus on getting better. I want to get through this as soon as I can." Her sister, Claudette Dion, has also given some insight into Celine's struggles. Speaking with a French television outlet, Claudette was asked if Celine's latest health issues revolved around her voice, to which she replied, "I don't believe so, no. She shared with me that the stage had a steep incline when she was performing that would cause problems to her muscles, legs, and feet." But Claudette has also assured outlets that things weren't as bad as they seem. Celine Dion's North American leg of her world tour, titled Courage, was originally postponed and then rescheduled due to the global pandemic. However, in January 2022, Dion announced that she yet again had to make the difficult decision of cancelling her shows due to her ongoing health concerns. A press release on her official website shared the news of the cancellation, adding, "Her recovery is taking longer than she hoped. Her medical team continues to evaluate and treat the condition." At the time, it seemed like there was still a chance that the European leg of her Courage World Tour would proceed as planned, but unfortunately, that hope was short-lived. She shared the news that she'd be cancelling her Europe dates as well through her YouTube channel in a heartfelt video.
But I'm still experiencing some spasm, and it's taking a lot longer for me to recover.
She closed the video with an apology to her fans. "I wanted you to know that I'm sorry for this news. All I can say is that I'm doing my very best to get back to the level that I need to be so that I can give 100% at my shows, because that's what you deserve." Amidst Celine Dion's ongoing battle with muscle spasms and throat concerns, the media has taken notice of Dion's dramatic weight loss. Fans also caught on to her recent physical appearance, which raised some cause for concern. However, Dion has been vocal about that there's nothing to be worried about on that front. In 2019, she opened up about her weight to ABC News.
It's true that I'm a little thinner. Everything's fine, nothing's wrong.
This hasn't been the first time her weight has come under scrutiny. Speaking with The Guardian in 2007, she said, "I'm not anorexic. It pisses people off that I'm thin and I don't make any effort. I've been thin all my life. Nobody in my family is overweight." Throughout the years of Celine Dion's ongoing health concerns, she's remained honest and transparent with her fans. With each postponement, cancellation, and unforeseeable circumstance, Dion and her social media team have worked hard to make sure there's honesty and transparency with what's going on with the singer. She additionally recognises her strong fan base from her home country, with her latest cancellation video posted on her social media twice, once in English and once in French. In both versions of the video, her emotional vulnerability is visible and touching. On the business end, per Good Morning America, her Las Vegas residency venue has promised that previous ticket holders would be the first to be accommodated once her new show dates are announced. Shortly after losing her husband and in the midst of attending to her own health concerns, Celine Dion found strength to perform at the Billboard Music Awards in 2016. Performing a cover of Queen's The Show Must Go On, Dion displayed great courage and strength as she returned to the stage for the first time. Later that year, she shared with Page Six, "I have to stand tall and strong because this is my way of living. Stand tall, be positive, pick your battles, do the best you can and to live for today, not for tomorrow. And know nothing is perfect. Not everything you want will happen." She would later go on to release a single called Courage, which inspired her worldwide tour. She shared with iHeartRadio, "Everybody's losing people and everybody's going through sickness and things they can't even figure out, and it can be overwhelming. You have to find within yourself courage among your family, your friends, and you first, I believe."